This movie is terrible, but I can't do any more damage to it than the previous owner of this VHS already did. I pride myself on taking care of my tapes, so I was shocked to see it in such bad condition. But having seen the film, I can understand why someone would want to take out their frustration on something. What I don't understand, though, is they didn't even rewind it, despite the helpful sticker right there. I can still make out the useful information I need. It's a full-length feature, just in case you only wanted to watch the nude parts, which according to this picture, seems like an adult parody of Mannequin. Wait, what's this? Exquisitely photographed and lushly produced, Bolero takes you to a bygone era of lusty matadors and exotic gypsy campfires? Oh yeah, Grandma used to tell me all the time of their weekly gypsy campfires where the sexy matador would show up and want to play cribbage or some other old people shit. Set in the 1920s, it's another John Derek film starring Bo that has her playing a virginal character like in Tarzan the Ape Man, and also on a sexual odyssey like in Ghosts Can't Do It. It makes sense to do the movie, given Tarzan the Ape Man was a hit back in '81. But we'll still call it Bolero, so you'll think more about the scene from 10, where Bo played Ravel's Bolero for Dudley Moore. However, I think you'd be better off watching the adult knockoff, 11. This is one where the backstory is the more interesting part, and despite poor box office, it is an important footnote in canon film history. Totally a Derek project through and through, with Bo Derek also being the producer. But there was a lot of fighting between them and canon co-head Menachem Golan, who wanted them to make the movie more sexy. This was when Canon was partnered with MGM, so they had hoped MGM CEO Frank Yablans would save the film, but he frickin' hated it. When the producers didn't want to cut it down from an X rating, it was released solely by Canon and left unrated, and the poor quality of the film led MGM to sever ties with Canon, citing a breach of contract clause. They still released a Ninja 3 with Canon that year in 1984, so that's all that matters. I hope you're ready to scrape your thighs from some naked horse riding, because it's finally time to watch Bolero.
I'm watching my video. I'm watching my video. Oh, watching my video. Sure looks good to me.
Don't settle in too much, there's already a jump scare. Is Bo starring in a Caligula knockoff that I'm unaware of? And why are they lighting up like they just had sex with the production logos? We're not a minute in and I'm already confused. Like all silent films that had a kickin' 80s rack. Whatever movie this is that she went to go see has her all hot and excited. She'll kiss anyone standing out in the rain.
Be my Sheba and ride with me over the sand dunes.
Kiss me, Rudy! Kiss me quickly!
Which one of them did she just kiss? They look the same, built from porcelain in the Crispin Glover factory. Bo Derek plays Mac, an American heiress who has graduated college in Europe and wants to immediately get laid now that school is done.
Let's start in the arms of a real sheik, so we can spend our nights learning of ecstasy.
You're gonna search for a sheik to find ecstasy? This isn't a romance, it's the start of a Taken film. Her driver, Cotton, is played by George Kennedy, who is keeping a close eye on things. And I mean a close eye. Unsettling, yes, but it's the only thumbs up this movie will ever get. I'm not editing these clips, by the way. It really is this weird.
I just have to do something that I've been dreaming about for years. I'm sorry.
She's been waiting years to show off her, slow motion capabilities, while the other students are also wanting to get half naked. If you have a problem with John Derek's writing and directing, don't worry, he's also the cinematographer. And not everyone is thrilled by Bo stripping down on campus.
You better have a good explanation, young lady.
You see, I just had to do this. I had so many years of being so very, very proper. I had good girl claustrophobia.
This is like watching a blonde stereotype talk to an old cyborg.
Can you ever forgive me?
That's not my position.
Oh, you mean because you drive that great big car, you cannot not forgive a person for something?
That more or less covers it.
I'm not here to insult the actors because no one, and I mean no one, could make these lines sound good.
No, I was amazed at how much you'd changed since the last time I saw you without any clothes.
Without any clue.
I think you were 3 or 4.
Bro, I don't want to know the context for any of this. Now I know why the tape is like this. It got its ass kicked in prison. But she's hot. Things are already working in her favor. Her dad's lawyer shows up and she owns the company now.
I think I own the whole world. Well, at least all the good parts of it.
Once again, this is nowhere close to a 2 thumbs up film. On the episode that Siskel and Ebert reviewed it, it was with Aroma the Educated Skunk. Which is saying something because they also reviewed Until September on the same episode. But anyway, as Bo made jewelry from her hair in 10, she's doing what everyone does after graduating Oxford. She goes to the club looking for an available chic. Mickey Knox is the guide. She's fine. Total respect for this man. Not everyone can say that they were in both Bolero and The Lonely Lady. This place even has camels.
What do the camels do?
They're for sale.
Oh, Cotton, wouldn't you just love one?
Love may be too strong a word.
She's not asking you to bang it, Cotton. And she found her chic pitched to her like he's talking about a sex trafficker.
He comes from the south, across uncountable miles of sand.
South where? He looks like he's from South Iowa. Here's the girl we ordered for you, boss. Tee, I came with a coupon.
You are a vision.
Okay, do you have a chic who isn't visualizing turning my flesh inside out? Dude is so awkward, he's making Bo uncomfortable.
I never dreamed that there was anyone.
He's gonna start singing, isn't he? This doesn't look like I'm watching a long journey from Milan to Minsk. It looks like I'm watching a party scene from a frat house movie. Kidding, the dialogue would be better in those.
I have come all this way to give you something you may not even want. My virginity.
Then I got a good look at your camel, and he already comes with a good hump. I think she's also gonna join the Mile High Club.
We leave tonight.
Oh, it's not too far?
Oh, I have an aeroplane.
You have an aeroplane?
You're a chic. Don't you have teleportation powers? We'll strap her in, but good.
Now this is a parachute.
Okay.
I'm gonna buckle it right here.
Safe sex in the 1920s was weird. I was expecting a different kind of air travel, and not the plane that Bert and Ernie used to fly upside down looking for Big Bird and follow that bird. They'll be fine. Let's instead cut to Cotton and Catalina pretending to be a married couple for whatever reason.
Dance with the gentleman.
You don't mind?
You know how much I like to see my wife have a good time.
Does everyone in this movie speak in "I watch you when you sleep" talk? Thank God she's now telling us about her trip to the desert.
Well, we flew over 1 billion miles of sand.
Now I think she's describing a set visit to another 1984 canon film, Sahara. Only if the lead is dancing like she had to piss for hours. I'm 20 minutes in and am still impressed by the, let's call it, dialogue.
What's the matter?
I hate horses.
But you can't hate horses, you're a sheik.
He sure is. It makes it even better that it's a story she's bragging about to her friend.
Had an English nanny.
You had an English nanny? Oh, the nanny was all right.
I go to school at Oxford.
You know, you could probably find a less whiny chic to lose your virginity to. Just find any cast member from that Ilsa oil chic movie. He's straight up like, we'll never see each other again.
You are like the most precious flower. Your blooming can only be enjoyed once.
What a romantic way of saying, I'm gonna hit it and quit it. And just what is her mental state? She's acting like a 4-year-old seeing a lava lamp for the first time. The dialogue is so bad even when they make a silent film out of it. In your belly is life's greatest treasure? Ooh, that means she ate a Cinnabon for dessert. This is an erotic film where I don't want to see what happens next. He looks like he's gonna have a bad acid trip, and she looks like she recognizes him from America's Most Wanted. She doesn't lose her virginity here, by the way. He licked honey off of her and then passed out.
My ego tells me the sleep was from the magic smoke, not me.
Also, he dies from a severe honey allergy. This could almost work if they rewrote it as a comedy. Instead, the movie thinks it's Emmanuel for the mimosa crowd. Anyway, they're in Spain now. Let's jump right to the matador plot. I don't care what happens in this. Mac's life seems like it'll be perfectly fine regardless if she has sex by the end of it. But here he also has to deal with Olivia d'Abo as the teenage Paloma, the ultimate prize. If you defeat the bull, the 14-year-old is yours. That's right, Olivia was 14 when she made this. Don't worry, everyone else acts like a teenager. Look what happens when she meets Angel the Matador.
Do you think it's possible? Could I see your horses?
With pleasure.
My God, this movie is stupid. I think the message is, if you're hot, you're immediately trustworthy and you'll get along fine.
I would consider it an honor if you would join me at dinner tonight.
Thank you. Oh, but I have 2 friends.
Bring them.
I'll just kill all the witnesses. No, really, he might just do that. That's Andrea Occhipinti, the serial killer with the duck voice in the New York Ripper. As long as Cotton is still having a good time.
I didn't come here to eat.
That's too bad. That was very fine chow.
Cotton loves the SpaghettiOs they served him in a can. You know, it's a good dinner party when you're practicing your lines on the child and you're totes jealous of the teenager.
Why you care where he goes?
I want to see him.
I don't think he wants.
She is totally gonna spread gossip about Bo during homeroom. No matter, Mac talks her into taking her to Angel by gifting her a mirror to help her fix her face and hair. I'm serious. That's where she finds that he's already hooked up with Natasha Lyonne. She is ageless and angry to see Bo there.
You want to go to the bed with my man?
I don't think any of us want to go to bed with your man.
She knows you're lying, Cotton. Cotton can be a little slow.
Soon, he's going to take me.
You'll do what?
Split a bowl of cinnamon churro crunch. What do you think? How do you even categorize this movie? Jailbait-sploitation?
It's been a very interesting experience. I hope your 14th birthday comes soon.
I'm so glad that line came from her and not Cotton. This movie has a scene where Olivia d'Abo gets bubbles washed off of her, and then she says, "I am woman, juicy and ready." Gee, I wonder if I can show that scene. Oh, but it has nice scenery, so that means it's classy. Here, I can show the part where Paloma is wearing extra layers of blankets, so that's fine. Should I take a break now or see where the movie goes? Yeah, I'll take a break now. I'm sure they'll be okay.
Did someone say Dodge fever? You are crazy, did you know that?
Dodge fever. More forceful than ever.
Dodge is turning up the fever now.
We're back. See, they've been saved from the bulls.
She said some of your bulls had run up into the mountains after cows. Was that one of the naughty boys?
I like watching cows in the shower. I'm a naughty bull. Almost as naughty as the other animals.
I want to buy some of your horses.
I don't sell horses.
Not even young ones?
Why is this movie also jailbaity about horses? It's not like John Derek doesn't know how to frame some shots. It's a better looking movie than Ghost Can't Do It, but about on par with how his Tarzan movie looked. I've never seen their first movie together, Fantasies, but I'm terrified to. Especially if there's horses in it.
Beautiful horse. I know. I want him. sure you do.
I've seen too many Joe D'Amato movies. Now I'm thinking she really is gonna bang a horse. She still needs to look her best to seduce Angel, like sporting a hairstyle known as the I nicked my face while shaving. This movie finds anything sexy.
The textbooks say that opium has 2 faces. Well, then it seems as long as we're going to use it, it should be exclusively in the romantic amounts.
Oh my god, I hope she doesn't go anywhere with open drinks. Again, she's hot. She can get into wherever she wants, even an opium bar.
Please? All right. I make exceptions for you and your friend.
Dang, usually we have to kidnap people to bring them here. She's making it easy. They're still not high enough to enjoy the movie Bolero. What do you mean there's not one critic who was like, no, it's good actually? This opium place seems legit. Look, the host just got her tattoo from the carnival. It only cost her 3 tickets. They even find Angel, who seems conversational at the moment.
Hi.
I don't sell horses.
Is he dead? They're fine now, for you see, it's a business movie now, as suddenly they're very interested in buying his winery. Also, he has a winery.
But you must hurry and close the deal with the bank, because they hold the paper on the wine. They are trying hard to sell their position.
Ooh, talk dirty to me some more. Wait, don't do that. It's gonna be something about being hot for a nice 14-year-old bottle. But we've got some horses, so we're gonna ride around for a little bit. Just in this one spot, though. Downside, there's no dialogue in this scene, so I don't know what the point is. But on the plus side, there's no dialogue in the scene. They'll make up for it with some yelling in the next scene.
You bitch!
All right,
Bitch!
God, I would have loved to have seen John Derek do a primetime dynasty-like soap opera.
Now I kill you, I have to kill you!
Maddie, shut up!
You shut up!
Both of you shut up. How long have these two known each other?
I think I've known her too long.
You've known her, I believe, since her 14th birthday?
Of course he has! Don't y'all worry. I'll just tell the judge she's 70 in dog years. He seems interested in being the one to take her virginity.
Rest, and I'll join you here at sunrise.
I've seen you play a serial killer too many times for this to be sexy. Let him just get a massage first. Excuse me, y'all. The police are outside. Something about finding some photographs in the barn. The dog continues to want none of this.
What are you doing?
I thought you should be as scared to death as I am. Oh.
If y'all do doggy style, I'm gonna sue you for copyright infringement. What is happening? Why is she dressed like a ghost ready for battle? Is she stupid?
I knew the sheet was a dumb idea. I shouldn't have done this. You're as naked as the day you were born.
Perfect response for the classic naked man routine. You know, it's a hot scene when she spits in a man's ear and we get a dog reaction shot.
Oh, and remember, this is my kiss. You do nothing.
Making me watch this is animal cruelty. What's wrong, dog? You don't like this dirty talk?
Is there enough that I can give to you so that you can give ecstasy to me?
Ecstasy? I just gave you all my opium. I guess she's not a virgin anymore. That's literally what she says.
I'm sorry. I'm not a virgin anymore.
So then why is there 45 minutes of the movie left? I hope it ends with her walking in teary-eyed and catching him with Diane Franklin. Although when I hear this music in the sex scene, you can tell that it's from Elmer and Peter Bernstein, the same year they also did Ghostbusters. Obviously an inspiration for the later film Ghosts Can't Do It. Meanwhile, Paloma found a sweet old phone at a flea market, and Bo is still more interested in the horse. What's the rest of the movie gonna be? A stalker thriller? Nah, let's settle the newfound wine business with paperwork. That'll be a better use of their time. I keep forgetting that this is the 1920s, and I think cotton is forgetting to breathe. Also, the reaction of every critic at the press screening. In case you think the rest of it is going to be padding, no, in fact, extra padding could have prevented this tragedy. Dang, he messed with the bull and got the horns. What, did she wish to lose her virginity on a monkey's paw? Seriously, he was gored in the dick and can't have sex anymore. Where she's afraid that her first time will be her last time. Don't worry, I hear the sheik is still single and has laid off the honey. Perhaps proposing marriage will help get his mojo back.
Will you marry me?
I would marry you in a minute, in a second.
Is that a yes? Your words say yes, but the tone is fuck off. Let's take a break. I have the sudden urge to also gore myself in the dick. It's used to that kind of punishment. I have seen Strokemon.
Of course you realize this means war.
We're back, people. Mac is confident that Angel will get an erection.
That thing is going to work. I guarantee you this.
Still not gonna help this get good reviews. While he's working on getting it up, perhaps we can focus on a new romance with these two.
What do you wear under that thing?
To learn that, you must get to know me much better.
What?
He wants to show you his hairy ball sack. Even this conversation leads to her asking if he likes virgins.
I'm afraid I'm not a connoisseur of virgins.
Are there connoisseurs of virgins?
Yes, what movie do you think you're in? Well, at least the previous dog was smart enough to leave the production and was replaced with one far less pickier with his scripts. Cotton will give her the advice that she needs. He's like her Alfred. They really are the best of friends.
I love you, Cotton.
Me too.
Yes, I love me too. Almost as much as he and everyone else love horses.
You were really a cowboy?
I was until I got so big the horses figured they ought to ride me.
I can't with this movie. It's breaking my goddamn brain like the matador's dick. Oh, I guess these two are a thing now. After seeing Bo and Anthony Quinn in the Ghost movie, I'm surprised it wasn't Cotton who took Bo's virginity. Oh, and I think it's one of Cannon's ninja movies now. There's 30 minutes left. Someone might as well get kidnapped. See, what did I tell you? Eventually it was gonna turn into a Taken film. Cotton and the gang are gonna rescue her, and Angel won't be far behind on account of the whole broken dick thing. Oh hey, the yellow airplane. I knew the Sheik would be back after kicking the honey habit. He's got hard blue balls.
If you still have your virginity, I want it.
I don't have it anymore.
That's sad for me.
But I've come this far. I'm still taking you with me. I can't say I was expecting George Kennedy to try stopping a plane from taking off with his superhuman strength and then failing, but I guess that's a compliment that I can give it. It's unpredictable. And this whole kidnapping just seems like it annoys her.
I'm sorry, but I do have my needs.
Oh.
It's a chauvinistic world.
Oh.
Look, I'm a horny guy in a John Derek movie. What else do you expect me to do? You can also see where the low budget comes in.
I say it was a story.
That's a real cut, by the way. We don't have the budget to show her jump from a plane in the air, so instead they just have breakfast and pretend like that whole kidnapping thing never happened. It's never mentioned again. They have zany comedy to get to.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Damn, did dumping birds onto his dick not work? Hey y'all, they bumped up the budget to give me an extra $1 million to come back into the picture. They just had to nix the plane jumping. I gotta give it to John. His movies are bad in a way that's instantly recognizable that he made it. The plot turns, the dialogue, the performances, they're all so insane that it takes some kind of accidental talent to make it. any random mediocre filmmaker could only dream of making something this remarkably bad. The one who comes out of it with dignity slightly intact is George Kennedy, because at least it's not Wacko, the movie where his character tried banging his daughter. I'm also surprised that's not happening in this one. This is a movie where she tries wooing Angel by riding a horse naked.
You're a hard man to seduce.
She thought for sure that incorporating a horse would bring the magic back. Anyway, all she had to do was ride naked, and she's a professional bullfighter now. I guess that did the trick. She just simply had to become Zorro, and that was enough for him to put his book down and be tossed off the bed.
Come on, off the bed.
What you doing?
Off the bed.
What you doing?
Great, he broke his dick again, and the dirty talk was so romantic and totally not sleazy.
Aye! That's not the way we did it last time. But then I was a little girl. Now I'm a woman.
It gets weirder when he nicks her ear.
Do you want to taste my blood?
Is he a vampire now? And does John have an ear fetish? Only one thing will improve their lovemaking.
Angel, I want ecstasy.
Yeah, that'll do the trick. The movie's almost over. Let's just do drugs. They have zero chemistry. It doesn't even seem like he likes her, but with the Ghostbusters music coming back, he's ready to become the keymaster to her gatekeeper. Where the rest of it is them having sex so good that I think it killed them and they're now in sexy heaven. Or George Kennedy set the kitchen on fire downstairs. There were rumors when it came out that the sex was unsimulated. Maybe, I don't know. I'm too distracted by there actually being a sign that says ecstasy behind them. The hell? Such a hot scene. They are ready to get married as they stand there looking like, ugh, shit. I'm gonna be talking about ecstasy every day for the rest of my life. Just try and force a smile for the end credits.
Y del Espíritu Santo. Amen.
Perfect. A look that says, till death do we tolerate each other. And that's the end of Baderick starring Bolero. The Razzies got it right on this one. It won 6 Razzie Awards, including Worst Picture. It's one where it's only sexy if you look at still shots like, ooh, solid, hot publicity photos. That sexiness goes away the second you see anything in action and whenever anyone talks, which means perfect choice for a bad movie night. But now that you've seen the worst movie of 1984, check out the hundreds of other 1984 movies that I spotlight in 1984 in film, and we'll see you next week.
I was a really good kisser.